Okay, I just hit record. Okay, super excited to talk to you guys about convention. It was so fun. I wish that every single one of you could have been there, but I'm glad that Robin and Carolee and Jessica were able to come because now they can share with you their experience. It's not just me always like going crazy over these things. So we're going to keep this call short tonight. I just wanted it to be like a recap for everybody because a lot of exciting things are announced. You might have heard some of them, but just in case you didn't, I wanted to cover those and a little more detail on that and then share our takeaways as well as, and also a couple exciting things that are going to happen for just our team right here. So, okay, let's start with our takeaways. I asked Robin, Jessica, and Carolee to each share like a 2-minute takeaway from convention to share with you guys. So let's see. Robin, you want to go first?
Oh, sure. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So the first thing that I thought was interesting is we talked about managing our time, right? And it's kind of a big thing. It's probably a hot topic, and everybody maybe struggles with managing their time, right? Well, this was by John Maxwell. Sorry, I'm in the car with my kids. By John Maxwell, and he talked about how it's more important to prioritize our time instead of managing our time, because our time, the clock continues to tick no matter if we manage it or not. Like, it's just going to keep going whether we managed our time or not. So instead of managing our time, it's more important to take time to prioritize it and kind of figure out what's most important in our lives and in our working time, and have it prioritized instead of managed. I hope that kind of makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense in my mind. And something that I took away personally from that was that I spend too much time getting ready. I spend too much time getting ready to work. Like, okay, anyway, so hopefully that resonates with other people too, and maybe we could think about ways to be able to prioritize better. And I think what you talked about earlier, Katie, on a different thread, I think that's going to be really important and instrumental for me to be able to move forward that way too. So that's what yeah.
I love that because I think all of us do that. Like, I still like all the time say, okay, I'm going to do plexus at this time. And then it's like, that time starts and it's just like, okay. And but if you prioritize how you're doing things, and even not prioritizing plexus time, but prioritizing what you do within that plexus time will help you to be so much more effective. So thanks. That's awesome. Okay. Carolee, you want to go next?
Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to go to what I got out of the Senior Gold training on Saturday, which this whole experience of convention was really, really inspiring and motivating. It was like the perfect reset, and seeing the company that we work for and the way that it blesses more lives than just mine really helped me remember how it's blessed me too. Like, that's been really, really awesome. But there's been a lot of talk lately in some of our coaching team threads, and it was just reconfirmed to me in the Senior Gold workshop, was about affirmations and the power of positivity in your thoughts. And, our minds are such powerful things. Like, I've tried affirmations where I'm like, I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm kind, I'm patient, and like, especially with my kids. And I think, one of the things that was said is our minds kind of know that maybe we're not actually those things right now. And so we have self-doubt and we don't really believe what we're saying. Even though we're saying it, the act of saying it is not a bad thing. But I've noticed, and as I recognize this, that I say it, but I still have doubt deep in my gut. And so it doesn't actually manifest me being more patient. It's just me kind of lying to myself about what I think I want to be or what I want to be. The difference in an affirmation is that when you ask yourself a question in sort of an affirmation sense, your mind then starts to try and find the answer to the question. So, this goes over to Plexus, how we can succeed in this business. But also, like, I went ahead and these are some action items I already took. I wrote down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negative thoughts that had to do with my parenting, right? Because that's why I love this company, this business, because it pours into every aspect of our lives to make us better all around, right? So one of the things was like, I'm never listened to, right? That's I feel like I'm always saying the same thing and nobody in my family even listens and I'm always on repeat, right? Well, that's a legit negative thought. When I say that, it manifests nobody listening to me. It doesn't produce people that listen. So then I carried that over and I changed it and wrote, how did I become the most listened to and loved mama? Right? So like at that point, it kind of makes me chuckle because I feel like I'm being a little facetious, but at the same time, I'm asking a legit question that kicks my negative thought out the door. Like, I'm not going to say anymore, I'm not listened to. I'm going to keep saying to myself until it's true, how did I become the most listened to and loved mama, right? And so that's one action that I'm going to do with Plexus too. I mean, all of the negative thoughts I initially wrote down, they all had to do with parenting and my kids. But we can do this in every aspect of our lives and then counter it with an exact kind of affirmation question. And that was my biggest takeaway. That one, I think, is going to change everything for me with goals for the leadership retreat, with goals for everything, right? Is changing your mindset rather than saying negative self-talk. Take what you've been holding on to negatively and create a question to push you forward with better momentum.
I love that. I'm going to do the same thing. Thanks so much for sharing that. Okay, Jessica, are you ready? I unmuted you. You're good.
So my biggest takeaway was about the mindset and from the silver training. And I've kind of always known I've had a negative mindset. And I kind of just realized like how negative it was this weekend. Like, and I think I can't remember. Oh no, it was the silver training. She said that the way we grew up paved the way we think. And my husband's told me that for like ever. And I just, coming from my husband is different than when I hear it from someone I don't know. But I think it's been resonating with me ever since that I really need to work on my mindset before being able to do all these other things. Like I had these crazy negative thoughts even on the plane ride home, like, how am I going to be able to do this? I'm not, like, how am I going to get 900 points? How am I going to do this? Do these girls even really like me? Like, I have crazy negative thoughts like that all the time, just about everything in my life. And so I need to find things that help me. So, like, I'm going to try the positive affirmations, like writing them on sticky notes and putting them where I can see them every day. And the girl said, I can't remember, I think her name was Jenny something. She's got the short red hair and she's from Texas. Super cute girl. She said it takes effort every day to do something to create mindset. So that is my biggest takeaway, is that I need to put effort in changing my mindset and being more positive and not so negative all the time, because it really affects the rest of my life.
I love that. I think everyone is guilty of that. And P.S., we love you so much. No, I think everybody struggles with that, and I think it's really easy to skip over that, like in your day, to not make time for mindset, because it's like mindset, like I need to go message people, you know what I mean? But really, like, if you don't take care of that first, that energy spills out to everyone that you talk to, you know? And I'm working on this too, but if you put that first, it will change your attitude when you are working on Plexus. It will change the energy that people perceive from you when you approach them about Plexus. Like, mindset is everything. So That's an awesome realization. I want to share my takeaway with you guys too, but I'm going to save it till the end of this call. Sorry, I'm referring to notes, but I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. So I'm going to just really quickly go through some like announcements that happened at convention in case you didn't hear them. Like quick, I'm going to. So first of all, Joyome, it's available now. We had the VIP pack thing. It's available now. So you can order it. Your people can order it. New people can order it. Woo! Okay, so then second, Slim Hunger Control is available too. Super excited about this. So they put a lot of slides up at convention with information. I didn't take pictures of everything, but I did take pictures of quite a few that had really good condensed information on these new products. So I'm going to share those in the Hustlers thread in case anybody wants to save them, use them for reference, whatever, so you're not having to like look everywhere for information. It makes it easy. Lean. Did you guys hear about Lean that came out? It's our new plant-based protein. There is so much good stuff jam-packed into this protein. They also announced that they are joining up with a charity called Feeding America, where with Lean, every bag of Lean, now I'm going to forget the number. Does anyone remember? Every bag of Lean, do you know? Say it. What is it? I keep trying to unmute you.
13.
13 meals for one bag.
13 servings. So for every serving that they sell, they will donate a meal to feed the hungry.
Oh, and there's 14 servings in
13.
a bag.
14. You're right.
Okay, thanks. So yeah, for every serving that they sell, there's 14 in a bag. They will donate a meal to Feeding America, which goes to Meals for Children that are not getting fed enough. So it's pretty amazing. And I'm like, think about how that's such a great point to share with people too. This product is amazing in and of itself, but then when you purchase it, you're also purchasing 14 meals for someone. So anyways, I thought that was really exciting. Again, I'll post more information about that product. But the most exciting thing that I want to share, in case you didn't hear, is they announced Leaders Retreat. I don't know if you guys remember, but Carolee and I went to Leaders Retreat last October. It was so fun. Like the best dancing of my life, okay? So, well, this weekend was pretty good too. But honestly, it is so fun. And I think sometimes people hear Leaders Retreat and they're like, oh, that's for like people that are high in rank and are producing all this. I can't get there. No, you guys, every single person on this team is more than capable of earning the credits they need to get to Leaders Retreat. And guess where Leaders Retreat is? It's a freaking cruise to Key West in the Bahamas, okay? It's October 23rd to the 26th. You need 900 points to qualify, and the contest for qualification started June 1st, so anything you did before now will count, till August 31st. And you probably, hopefully saw the email that went out. There's a brochure or flyer. It lists all the different ways you can get points. I was going to go over that tonight, but then I saw that Christy's going to do a call on Wednesday, and I think that they're going to go into a lot of detail on that call. So I'm going to save that and really encourage you guys to get on that call or at least listen to the recording, because those women are like the masters at working the system and all the best ways to get the maximum amount of points as possible. So I've got some ideas too, but let's see what they say, because I think that call is going to be really, really beneficial. But what I really, really hope from this call will happen, and it's hard when we're just like speaking through a screen, but I hope you guys can feel the energy that the four of us feel from this convention that we just went to. We're like on fire, and I want that to spread to every single person on our team, because we have a freaking sweet team. And this is kind of my takeaway that I wanted to share. I'm going to be really transparent with you. I have had a rough month with Plexus in May. I've had, talk about negative thoughts, like overload, like doubts, why am I doing this? Like everything you can imagine. I've been fighting. And I'm so grateful I went to convention because it really pulled me out of that. But one thing that I really realized while I was at convention is this opportunity is so real. I've done a lot of MLMs, you guys, and I've been to conventions for other MLMs. This is so different from the rest of them out there. I really promise you. In the other ones I've been to, it's like, oh yeah, there's that person like 20 people up my line that's making so much money. But like the rest of us are like the little peons that like aren't. You know what I mean? And it was just so unattainable. I feel like Plexus, it is so attainable for everyone. It's interesting for me because Christy, you guys, she is my friend from years ago before I've ever even heard of Plexus or before she's ever heard of Plexus. And I know her on that level, not just a Plexus level. And so when I see what she's been able to create with this business, I know how she is. I know that she lives a balanced life. She puts time for her family and other things. She doesn't let Plexus take over her life. And look what she's done. She's a sapphire. I mean, look at the compensation average income for that. It's insane. And I sat there this whole weekend and thought to myself, why not me? Why not Jessica? Why not Robin? Why not Carolee? Why not the person who only has a phone number and I don't know who you are? Is that Kylie? Who is that? Hello? Okay, they're not answering. Anyways, I don't know who the other person is on the call. But my point is, my husband and I have been talking a lot about how we want to make ways that we can have side income, just like, you know, just side hustles, right? And it's like so obvious probably to everyone else, but I sat there with this epiphany of, hello, a side income has been laid right before you. You are making a side income and you could make a lot more too, but it's not going to just be handed to you and put in your lap. You have to do the work.
Do you remember Maxwell's talk about the ice analogy at McDonald's? Oh, I love that so much. Do you remember that?
No, share it.
Oh, briefly, so quickly, he said he went into McDonald's to go get a Diet Coke for his wife, and they didn't have a Diet Coke, so the cashier's looking at the register like, oh, looking at the register trying to find the Diet Coke, and said, oh, there's no, I can't do that. It's like, oh, okay, well, then I'll just ask for a cup, I'll just get a cup of ice. And the cashier looked at the register, and she's like, frantically trying to find the ice on the register to be able to give him a cup of ice. And she looks up at him and says, oh, I can't do that. And he goes, yes, you can.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, yeah, okay. And so she turned around and just went and got it. So it's exactly what you're saying. We can. There's no reason why we can't. You can. And we have this team here, and we're here to support everybody to do what they want to do.
Exactly.
You can.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, and maybe we don't all want the same things, and that's okay. But each of us is capable of doing whatever it is we want to get out of Plexus. And I just hope you guys can realize that and feel the energy from that. I had a chance to have a little chat with Brooke Hemingway when I was there. And what she said to me kind of shocked me, I'm going to be honest. But she said, you know what? It's time for your team to step up, meaning me and everyone. You guys have a team. You need to create your own identity. And I've been really nervous to do that. I'm going to be honest, because look at these leaders that are above us. I'm not saying we won't, like, trust me, we'll use them all the time and their trainings and everything. But she was like, you guys need to band together and do this. You need to create unity in your team. And I just can't stop thinking about it. And then today they reached out. You got to create your own team page. You guys need to do this. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. Like, let's freaking do this. And so I'm excited. Like, I love all of you guys so much. And I am so thankful that, like, I get chills, like that Plexus has brought us together. We would never know each other otherwise, you know? And it's like, we're in this thing to create a legacy like they talked about there, and to create something amazing for ourselves, for our families, and for the people that we share it with. And so I'm really excited. I want every single one of us on that cruise. I'm serious. Like, we can do it. And I'm here to help you guys map that out. I know it can be overwhelming. Like, how am I going to get 900 points? Let's make a plan. I would love to make a plan with every single one of you if you need help. The other thing is I think we need a team name. I just threw Hustlers on there back in the day, okay? I like rap, hustle, hustler, you know, Jessica, you feel me. So I'm like, maybe people don't want to be called Hustlers. I don't know. But let's think about that. What do we want our team name to be? So if you guys have any good ideas, let me know. But I'm pumped. I'm excited. I think this gives each of you an opportunity to step up as well, because we are all leaders. Like, just because I'm technically at the top of this line doesn't mean I'm the leader. We are all leaders. We all have people that we're leading, even if it's just people that are signed up and maybe not doing the business. You are their leader with Plexus. And so I'm excited for this little shift. And I'm not saying I'm like pulling you guys away from anything Christy or Emily or Brooke are doing. For sure not. Are you kidding? But I think this is going to be a great opportunity for us to really strengthen each other and push each other. So think about a team name. Let me see if I'm forgetting anything else on my little notes here. Okay, last thing. This was from John Maxwell also. I want you guys to ask yourself 4 questions, okay? What do I really want? What will it cost? Am I willing to pay the price? And will I pay the price now? I have drawn my line in the sand. I am in this, and I'm going to pay the price now. So think about that. And if that's not your answer, that's okay. But just think about that. What do you really want? And is the cost that high that it's not worth it? For me, no. It's worth the cost. I just need to do it and pay the price now, and it will come. And I love what we talked about, mindset. Getting our mindset right is what's going to lay the foundation to do that. So that's all I got for you guys. But I love you, and thank you for getting on. I want to keep this to 30 minutes. And tell me if you think of team names. Put them in our thread, okay?
Thanks, Katie, for doing this. Good night.
Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you guys.